Hello, welcome to grade 5. I am so excited. Our book this year is Everybody Up, Student Book 5, and today we are on page 4 to 5, and I am Teacher Gertrude. Yay! Hello, and welcome to grade 5. My name is Teacher Gertrude, and I will be your English conversation teacher this year. Okay, so before we get started, I just want to say that last year you were in grade 4 and this year you're in grade 5, which is so exciting, but it means now you have to work much more harder. Okay? If you do remember me, last year I was teaching the grade 4 class, but some of the people might not be in this class. Some might still remember me from teaching the other grade 4 classes. Well, if you don't know me, I am Teacher Gertrude and I love teaching English. So, you have had a long time at home. You have spent a long time at home and you have had so much fun. It was supposed to be a short vacation, but it ended up being long because of the COVID. And because of the same COVID, we cannot meet in the school, so we have to study online. Okay. Now, it might look confusing, but it's very easy if you follow all the steps that I'm going to tell you to do. We will have lots of fun. We are going to be practicing pronunciation. We're going to practice our reading and our speaking. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to talk to anyone about your vacation. Okay. So the most important things to learn English is to practice every day. Just like any other language, you need to practice. Otherwise, if you don't practice, you will simply forget. Now from grade 5, you're going to move on to grade 6, and that is a very important time of your life. You will not need to start being serious in grade 6. You can start right now. By focusing in grade 5, being the best in grade 5 will assure you to do well in your grade 6. So for this year, we are going to be using our book, which is Everybody Up, Student Book 5. And I know that you all have a copy of this book, which is amazing. I hope you have pre-read and practiced what we will learn today. I would always want you to be a chapter ahead. For our next lesson, which will be on lesson 2, you can start reading about lesson 2 so that when we're doing it, it will be just easy for you to understand. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to open our book on page 4. And before we start opening our book on page 4, I want you to make sure that you have your pencil ready. Do you have a pencil? Please make sure you have your pencil ready because we are going to be filling in some information. So today we are on lesson 1. So here, if you can see properly, we are on lesson 1. And Unit 1 is all about the vacation, which is quite interesting because right now you are on vacation. And on lesson 1, we're going to talk about the activities, which means the activities that you do on vacation. Very interesting. So next, we are going to look at everything that a person can do in a vacation. Before we do that, I want to give you a heads up about what we will do in our lesson. Number 1, I will be reading out the words for you and phrases. So the first thing I'll do is I will read everything. The second time, I will read and you repeat after me. And the third time, you will read by yourself. On another section, we are going to be numbering the activities. I will be calling out the numbers and activities. You have to look at the picture and see which activity Okay, so with that being said, we are also going to be looking at some phrases, and we are also going to be looking at some tenses right here of the verbs. Obviously, activities are verbs, just because a verb is an action word and activities are all actions. So now we are going to start on page 4. Are you ready? Do you have your books open? All right. So we are going to first start by reading out. But before we start, I just want to know, I'm very curious to know what you guys have been doing. I wish you guys could record just a 1-minute video telling me what you've been doing on your vacation. By the end of this lesson, I am going to tell you what I have been doing on my vacation, all the activities that I've been doing. All right, so first I'm going to read from number 1 here. So number 1 is act in a play. Act in a play. Number 2, learn how to dive. Learn how to dive. Number 3, ride a roller coaster. Ride a roller coaster. Number 4, read a lot of books. Read a lot of books. Number 5, win a competition. Win a competition. Number 6, sleep late. Sleep late. So now you're going to repeat after me. Number 1, act in a play. Very good. Number 2, learn how to dive. Perfect. Number 3, ride a roller coaster. Number 4, read a lot of books. Amazing. Number 5, win a competition. Very good. Number 6, sleep late. Good job. So now I want you to read all the 6 phrases of the activities that you do on your vacation. Are you ready? Start. Good job. Okay, so now before we go down to number our activities, I just want to make sure you understand what these activities are. So for number 1, it says act in a play. So what is acting in a play? Well, acting in a play means you can actually be mimicking, or actually depending with the kind of play, you pretend to be someone. Like when you act a drama, you can also do that and act in a play. Or maybe it could be a favorite anime and you could actually act out as that. Acting in a play can be more like acting in a lacon. All right, number 2, diving. Learn how to dive. Well, diving is one of my favorite things to do, though I am scared to dive. Diving is when you actually go deep under the ocean and see the beautiful coral life under the water. You get all the equipment and you need to get a special training to do that. Number 3, ride a roller coaster. Now, when you go to a theme park, there's so many exciting rides. I love rides. I love going to the theme park When I grew up in Dubai, every weekend we used to go to a very big theme park. And one of my favorite things to do was going on a roller coaster. It was so much fun, so scary. I would scream all the time. So if you ride a roller coaster, you know that it is so fast, it is so scary, but it is so much fun. All right, so now we are going to read a lot of books. Generally, when you're at home, it is a nice thing to always read so many books instead of watching TV. And the next thing is win a competition. You all know what winning a competition is. It's the nicest thing to do. And sleeping late, I don't need to say this because I know a lot of you are sleeping late, especially when you're on vacation. So now you can get your pencil, then we can start numbering. You will be looking at the pictures right here. When you look at the pictures, I'm going to call out a number and then you number the circles. Okay, so listen very carefully to the numbers that I'm going to call out. Okay. Number 1 is ride a roller coaster. Number 1, ride a roller coaster. Number 2, act in a play. Number 2, act in a play. Number 3, learn how to dive. Number 3, learn how to dive. Number 4, win a competition. Win a competition. Number 5, act in a play. Act in a play. I'm going to repeat. Number 1, ride a roller coaster. Number 2, sleep late. Sleep late. Number 3, learn how to dive. Number 4, win a competition. And number 5, act in a play. Okay? All right. So you can just finish up in a few seconds and make sure you have written the correct answer. All right, so now we're going to move on to our section C. Now, our section C, we're not going to listen and practice, but I'm going to read it out. So you listen to me and then you get a chance to practice. Very important, before we start that, we need to do something. And here it is. These are the verbs. And we are going to change them to past tense. So it's going to be past simple. And we have act, learn, ride, read, win, and slip. Okay, so let's read together. Act, learn, ride, read, win, slip. All right. So now that we've done that, we want to change our verbs to past tense. Okay, past simple. So number 1, act becomes acted. So we're talking about the past, about something that happened a long time ago or it already happened yesterday. So instead of saying act, we will say acted. Okay. Learn, learned. So this is in the past. You already learned something. Ride becomes rode. read becomes read. Now, I know that read and read is so confusing because they look the same. It looks like read, but what makes it different when it's used in the past is the sound. So you pronounce it as read. I read a book yesterday. Okay, so the next thing is win becomes won. I won the competition yesterday. Sleep becomes slept. I slept late yesterday. Okay, so now I want you to repeat after me. Act, acted. Learned, learnt. Learn, learnt. Ride, rod. Read, read. Win, won. Sleep, slept. Good job. Next, now we are going to learn when we actually say something that happened on our vacation, we are going to be using the same past simple. Now, maybe you might come back to school and you have to tell your friends what happened on your vacation, what you were doing. So now if you look at number 1, you look at the photos, we are going to say what is happening. So number 1, what was that? Acted in a play when he was on vacation. He acted in a play. You can see. Number 2, what is that? What is she doing? Or what is he doing? So maybe here he is diving. So he learned how to dive when he was on vacation. He learned how to dive when he was on vacation. Now, number 3, he rode a roller coaster when he was on vacation. He rode a roller coaster when he was on vacation. Number 4, he's reading books. So he read a lot of books when he was on vacation. He read a lot of books when he was on vacation. Number 5, looks like somebody won something. So he won a competition when he was on vacation. He won a competition when he was on vacation. And next is here. So what are we going to say here? Well, he slept late when he was on vacation. He slept late when he was on vacation. Okay? So these are the things that we are talking about the past. When we meet our friends and we're telling them what we're doing on vacation, or we are saying what they were doing, that's how we use it, because it'll be in the past. The next thing that we're going to do is we are going to ask questions. Now, what did she do when she was on vacation? And number 1, she acted in a play. So again, act becomes acted. Number 2, what did he, because now it's a boy, what did he do when he was on vacation? He slept late. Okay, he slept late. Number 3, what did she do when she was on vacation? She won a competition. And then number 4, what did he do when he was on vacation? He learned how to dive. Number 5, what did he do when he was on vacation? He rode a roller coaster. He rode a roller coaster. Number 6, what did he do when he was on vacation? He read a lot of books. He read a lot of books. So now I want you to start from right here. You're going to practice saying all these 6 activities. I'm going to help you by just letting you practice by yourself all the things that you did, and here when you ask what did she do or what did he do when he was on vacation. You can practice this with someone. You can practice with your mom or your sister back at home. If you have any questions, you can actually add me online and ask me anything. I'll be happy to talk to you. Now, before we go, I just want to say I also had a beautiful vacation. I had an amazing vacation. I did a lot of things. I flew to Suratani province. I took a ferry to Koh Samui Island. And what did I do when I was in Koh Samui Island? Well, I learned to swim in the ocean, which was so scary. And I also read a lot of books because I was just at the beach by myself. I did not ride the roller coaster because there are no roller coasters in Koh Samui Island. And yes, I slept late when I was on vacation. Every day I slept late. I would stay at the beach until 10 p.m. I did not win any competition because there was no competition. I did not act in any play because, well, I was just on vacation by myself. So this is about my vacation. Can you also tell me about your vacation? If you can record a 1-minute video just telling me about your vacation and the things that you did, I will be so happy, so exciting. So that is it for today. I hope to see you next week in our next lesson. This is Teacher Gertrude, and I really enjoyed my time with you. I hope you also enjoyed. Have a nice day.